You listen to the mission statement of any church and the folks who crafted it, you won't have to listen very long before you start hearing a certain piece of Scripture emerge as a guiding principle. Same thing is true for Christian camps, Christian grade schools, Christian missionary endeavors, or the vision statement for hospitals or even universities begun by churches. There's one Scripture above others that keeps emerging as an influential driver. The passage is from Matthew 28, and it is known within the church as what? The Great Commission. A key word in Jesus' charge to his disciples before he ascends into heaven is what? It's go. Would you repeat that with me? 1, 2, 3, go! Jesus asked them to go make disciples of all nations, baptizing them and teaching them to obey everything he's commanded. And one of the key parts to that is, remember, I'm with you always, as you go, as you teach, as you try to obey. That's a powerful command. Go. It is a call to adventure. And go is what many people of faith certainly have done over the years. In the spirit of this Great Commission and in the spirit of the Great Command to love God and loving neighbors, they have gone to share the good news with new mission starts. Christians have gone to build hospitals, to love others. Miami Valley Hospital and Kettering Medical Center, among others, as you know, were started by Christians trying to go and share the love of Christ in word and deed. Over the holiday, on a trip to my brother-in-law's in Connecticut, I got to visit Yale again, first time since graduation, and I was reminded that it was founded, like so many universities, 1701, with the specific purpose of training Christian leaders to help them go into a new world and spread the love of Christ. The call to go is why Epiphany Springboro is in this new future with Epiphany Centerville. But while this call of go has been and will continue to be critical, it can never materialize without a more primary word. And that foundational word is come. Would you repeat that with me? Come. The Packers can't go to the Super Bowl. The special ops team can't go execute its mission. A corporation can't go into a new market. And you can't go join your friends and start a rock and roll band and go on a world tour unless those groups have come together and undergone a transformation. These groups have to come together and experience something so powerful, so inspirational, so equipping that when the time is right, they can go and accomplish their dream. Our gospel today is sort of a scriptural YouTube clip of Jesus saying to his very first disciples, come and see. It's the very beginning of their adventure, their process of transformation. Friends, the good news is that whether this today is maybe one of your very first times in your life that you've been into a church, or whether you have been baptized for 60 years now, Jesus invites all of us to once again come and see who he is. So eventually, you can consider the go. We've got a major problem, though. Not too many of us, as the adults talk about in their Sunday school class with Pastor Sven, not too many of us are willing to look in the direction that Jesus would have us look, to see the fresh angles that he points out as he says, come. To get to this point, I need you to help me. Would everyone stand up? And I don't know about you, boy, we've opened the door too many times. That's a good thing, isn't it? That the door kept opening today as you kept coming in. But we've got to warm up. But first, I want you to do an owl. Stretch that neck from one side all the way to the other. And consider all the things you can see with this incredible flexibility. Okay, great. Second thing, so I want you to take your head, and your neck cannot move. Your back cannot move. It's all one unit. The head, the shoulders, the neck, the spine. You can't move at all. And now take a look around. Okay, thank you very much. You can sit down. I saw a woman today who finally became as hard as wood all over. Guy Patin, a French physician, penned these words in 1692, the first clinical description of fibrodysplasia ossificans progressiva. Let's all say that together. Patin unknowingly introduced the world to a mysterious disease that slowly, irreversibly transforms its victims into a mass of solid bone. Now, as students in biology class with the skeletons hanging up in the corner, we all learned that healthy skeletal systems are hinged together with ligaments and tendons. Remove those connective tissues and the skeleton collapses into a pile of loose bones. FOP, however, hardens the soft tissues even, like muscles and tendons, rendering the body an ossified suit of armor. Listen to the story of Nancy Sando as described by Max Lucado in his book 316 that we're going to be using in a few weeks. When Nancy was 5, doctors diagnosed a mass on the back of her neck as terminal cancer and gave her just 3 months to live. But Nancy did not die. No tumor grew. Her bones grew, however. Doctors began to suspect the presence of the bone condition FOP. By the time she was in her mid-30s, her frame was frozen in a near-straight posture, mildly bent at the waist. Her neck was locked, jaw fused, elbows fixed at right angles. On the screen are images not of Nancy but another FOP victim. Injuries seem to trigger FOP sprawl. Bones overreact to a bruise or break, spreading like a renegade cement throughout the system. And the pattern is predictable. Neck and spine solidify first, then shoulders, hips, and elbows. The rogue gene of FOP has one aim: harden the body a little bit more every day. Well, you know what? As tragic as this FOP disease is, Scripture describes one even worse. The calcification, not of just our bones, but of our will. While FOP will affect only 1 or